What's going on, everybody? DeFi reviews. Today we're going to be going over Drip Network. And before we get started, please remember, I am not an expert. I am not giving you financial advice. I am not qualified to do that. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm just here to educate. So Drip Network, what is Drip Network? I'm going to be using the white paper to kind of go over what it is, kind of talk about it, and kind of hit some of the highlights. Not going to go over the whole white paper, just, going to hit the important parts here. So Drip Network is a daily ROI platform. It's a protocol that pays you 1% a day or 365% a year. And you're able to compound that if you would like. So the way it works is you basically buy some drip tokens. And when you buy your drip tokens, you can either, if you just hold the tokens themselves, you're not going to necessarily get anything from that. You have to stake it on the Drip Network platform. And by staking, you're not actually staking. You're burning you're agreeing to burn your tokens for a 1% return. For an example, if you had $100 and you basically staked the $100 on the platform, you would burn your $100. You can't withdraw it, but you would get 1% of that a day. So it would be like $1 a day. So just looking through the white paper here, um, kind of explains what I've already explained. A consistent 1% daily return, and up to 365% of your initial amount. But you can also, like I said, you can compound that. So the 1% you're getting a day, you can compound that and you can continuously grow from that. All right. So the way the platform works is you um, instead of new investors paying the money out to the people who are currently in the protocol, the system pays out their daily returns through taxes. So whenever someone buys drip tokens, there's a 10% tax. Whenever someone sells drip tokens, there's also an additional 10% tax on sales and claims. And there's a 5% tax on anytime you hydrate well, it's recompound, but they refer to it as hydrating. Basically, taking your rewards and putting it back into the system or burning those tokens for an additional 1%. I said there was a 10% tax on buying the drip tokens. One way around that initial 10% is to buy it off of the Faucet website instead of PancakeSwap. And I'll leave that link in the description. But it's just drip.community. And then you click faucet and it'll take you to the faucet. But I'll give you an example of that later. Um, so yeah, this goes over kind of the taxes that are involved in the system. Talks about the 5% tax on the compounding. And the thing with drip, some protocols it's optional to kind of have a referral, but drip you have to have a referral. So you got to have a buddy to join the protocol. And if you guys are interested in joining, I'll leave my buddy address in the description. And before we end the video, I'm gonna definitely go over kind of how to get started with drip and how to make your first deposit. Um, Now, just because you're joining under my link, I'm not going to make any money from it. Only because to get bonuses from referrals on the Drip network, you have to own something called Breep coins. And Breep coins basically make it so when you sign up a referral, you get a percentage of their initial deposit. But then like additional deposits, there's some kind of like round robin system where it's kind of random who in the downstream would get the bonus. So if you look here, it kind of explains that. If I have two Breep coins in my wallet, I can collect rewards from one downstream or one referral, and it goes on and from there. Not currently sure what the current price of REAP is. I know it's seen a rise recently. I mean, if I was to guess, not even guess, I know they're probably above $50 a piece. But the beauty of it is that you don't have to necessarily participate in the referral program to make money with drip. You're always going to get the 1%. You're going to be able to compound that and go on from there. There's also a well tax, and this here explains that. Basically, based on the total percentage of based on the percentage of the total supply that you own, there may be a tax. I would say most people would not fall in any of these categories. I mean, except the one that has zero tax. But if you have a large bag, that's just something to be aware of. There is a tax system for withdrawals for people who have large amounts of drip. This goes with the reservoir. Not really in, not really what I want to get in today. I'm going to do that maybe in another video. Um, Now there is they do have a roadmap, and they talk about some of the things there. I know recently there was something that came out about a partnership with PancakeSwap. There's some things they're doing with some NFT company. There's also there's some kind of like lottery or online lottery website that's partnering with Drip. There's a lot of things coming, but nothing kind of concrete. There's no dates or anything or anything. But they're talking about a lot of exciting things. That's something to look out for. Now, one thing with Drip, because one of the things you're tempted to do is you want to go Google the coin to look up the price. If you look up Drip on Coin Market Cap, you're not going to get the right price, and that's because Coin Market Cap only counts the volume that's done on PancakeSwap, and a lot of the tokens are actually sold or swapped right onto the right on the platform. So let's take a look at the website. So if you're brand new, first place you're going to start is right here where it says swap, and you're going to connect your MetaMask, and you're going to have some BNB, and the first thing you want to do is you want to buy some drip by swapping it for BNB. You put in how much BNB you want to spend, and then you click buy. It does the swap for you. Now you have drip. Next thing you would do is come over to Faucet, and it's going to ask you for a buddy. You're going to click the buddy here. You're going to paste the buddy address, hit update. It'll do its thing. Sometimes it's weird. It'll freeze. It'll be a little thing here, a little dot that's pulsing. And once you have your buddy, and there's this in this little section here, there's the actual address you put in. It'll be in a field that's not you're not able to edit, sort of like here. You'll be able to come back up here, and remember, we've already swapped for the drip coins, so we haven't staked them into the protocol yet. So that's what you're gonna do here. So you're gonna have a balance here of drip that you just bought, and you're gonna click max or however much you want to put into the protocol, and then you're just gonna hit deposit. Now from there, you're gonna on here on the left hand side, you're gonna have it'll tell you how much you have in your deposit. So if you deposited $100, it'll say $100 here, and minus any taxes or whatnot. And then throughout the day, your available drip will go up. Those are basically your rewards. Now, the moment you are ready to do something with that drip, you can either, and if I mean that drip, I mean you're available. You can either claim it or you can hydrate. So when you hydrate, remember there's a 5% tax. So let's say I put $100, I made $1 on the day. At the end of the day, I'm going to click hydrate, and what's going to happen is 95 cents, $1 minus 5% is going to be deposited over to this side or burned. So then my total deposit amount is going to be $100.95, right? And then, I would get 1% of that and so on and so forth. If I wanted to claim my rewards, I would just hit claim, and then that would put drip in my wallet, and I'm able to go here to the swap, and I can hit max and then sell, and it would convert my drip back into BNB and put it in my wallet. So fairly simple there. There is a system to do airdrops, to do team building, um, and reward members of your team. I'll get into that on another day. But I think that's pretty much the highlights of what Drip Network is. And if this is something you guys want to know more about, I can go a lot more in depth. Um, right now, the price is it's very crazy right now. I think we're roughly $35, but it's been as high as 197. Um, this drip project exists in an ecosystem of other things that are kind of they're not dependent on each other, but they are um, when something goes bad with one, the others are kind of affected. And right now, I think with one of the protocols, there was an issue where the developer had to pause the contract and fix some things, and that's kind of slowing things down. And we've kind of seen a dip in drip because of that. So it's up to you and your determination whether you want to get involved in this project. In my opinion, if I feel like we've maybe hit the bottom on this, so it's a good time to buy in, but that's not financial advice at all. Just my personal opinion. So yeah, if you got questions, comments, concerns, let me know. And I hope I made this protocol clear. See you next time.